Okay, I'm streaming. My bad. All right, let's get right into it. JJK Modulo Chapter 17. I was gonna hop on right after my One Piece reaction, but I had to order some food real quick. That being said, last chapter we left off with Maru and Serugi kind of going back and forth, having an actual fight. Maru was about to unleash his full cursed technique. And then also we got Yuka in the middle of her death battle with Dabura, the alien king god, basically. And he is currently fighting Maharaga. Let's get into this new chapter of JJK Modulo and see what Gege has in store for us. Okay, so chapter 17. We're looking at Serugi's childhood right now. Soon after Yuka was born, father disappeared. For a time, I became fiercely curious about what kind of person my father was. There was no particular reason. My godparents and my mother all seemed unwilling to talk about him. I secretly went around asking notable members of the Gojo family. Surprisingly enough, father was serious and diligent. They said he closely resembled my grandfather, Yuta Akotsu, but perhaps that very diligence worked against him. Compared to the generation of my grandparents, he grew anguished and troubled by how little strength there was amongst jujutsu sorcerers of his own generation and the one below it, and he eventually broke down. Just before his disappearance, a maid witnessed father confronting a man with a scarred face who was wearing a hood. There is no clear context or certainty, but the man is said to have told father this: "It doesn't matter." And clearly that's Yuji. So let's see, what was Yuji saying to Yuta's son? Okay, this is kind of interesting. Why did father disappear not after I was born, but after Yuka was born? It seems the presence or absence of curse techniques among us siblings is related. How he judged that is unknown, but when Yuka was born, father felt that his role was over. If I had possessed a curse technique, would Yuka never have been born? If Yuka had not had a curse technique, would our father never have disappeared? I thought this story must not be known to Yuka, but she's smart. Probably Yuka would, and it cuts back to him being in the middle of his fight with Marulu. And whew, they fly through the air, he's sideways. This power that Maru has is pretty freaking fire. It reminds me of if you ever seen not JJK, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, the move that kind of could affect everybody's gravity and turn everything on its side. It's very similar to that. Anyway, Serugi's grabbing onto a bar on the side of a building, I guess, that is holding him in place so he doesn't fall due to the pull of this gravitational pull. As usual, I don't get it. It's a technique, right? And what's funny is Serugi doesn't even know what the hell is going on right now. So let's continue real quick. And phew, Maru comes through with this sword. Yo, I love the way that YUJI, the YUJI that's the artist, is drawing these action scenes. You could just see all the speed lines. You could feel the power, the force with which Maru is thrusting this damn sword past Serugi right here. And he slightly misses. They both land boom, boom on the side of a building. This is giving me some vibes back to the end of actual JJK. Well, JJK part 1, I guess, whatever. When Hakari jumps down onto that freaking dumpster or whatever it is, and it's just all the cursed energy around him when he goes to confront Kashimo, I think. But let's continue. Oh, him and Serugi and Maru clash swords, boom, boom, and he freaking shoots Maru's sword out of his hand, clank, clank, or both of their swords fly out of their hands. My bad. So now they're both on the ground. It's hand-to-hand combat, I'm assuming. But as soon as Serugi lands on the ground, the next panel is literally like in that panel where he's landing on the ground. There's already something fast coming out of the side of the panel, and then the next one is just him getting mushed. in a very fast speed. You don't even see what it is that's mushing him yet. But this time, heaven and earth. And by that time, Maru's already ready to bring the sword down, which is crazy. Maru's ridiculously fast. And somehow, Serugi got his sword back. He manages to stop the blade. This time, heaven and earth will be broken back to their original state. Okay. And now we're looking, and now everything is like upside down. This is a crazy panel. It's a full page spread of just this building and the perspective being upside down. That's fire. You gonna give this boy vertigo for real. Maru's giving one of this. What is he about to do with this, yo? And Serugi's just falling upside down, basically. I might have won, maybe, but if there's even a 1% chance that Yuka can be saved, then I'll bet on that, just like you. And it's like, yeah, both of these guys are just brothers that care about their siblings at the end of the day and just want to see them thrive and be able to continue going forward. But both of their siblings are obviously on their are in dire straits right now. I'll bet on that, just like you. And so they just kind of reverse what each other said. And Maru goes, boo, oh, snap. And you can just see with all these lines that Yuji drew that the force is going like this. He got Serugi making this face like as he's about to go flying into this building. That's crazy. That's madness, yo. This art is really good. Anyway, wow, yo. And now he's just there menacing. He got his hands up. He got trucks and buses and everything else flying in the air just off his own cursed energy and aura, bringing everything around. And he's sending it all flying into this man through the building. The building is kaput. The building's not kaput, but it just went through an entire maybe 2 or 3 floors of it at one time. Yo. And now Serugi's just on the ground. If you're born with something great and can die a great death, sure, that's something to be proud of. But I can't accept that. Even if it was ordinary, even if it was vague, as long as his life and his everyday existence were somewhere out there, that would have been enough for me. Just that. And now the ring is shining. The ring is shining. I recently made a video talking about this ring, so you can check that out. I might be completely wrong in what my analysis was, but I knew that Rika was right around the corner of coming back because the entire story has had an emphasis on this ring, the relationship between Yuka and Serugi, and the fact that Yuta wanted Yuka to have the ring, but Serugi ended up having it because of the Gojo clan. And now we're about to see what Rika can do in the future. Grandpa? This is the worst. You really took after that woman. That's hilarious. Yo, Rika's still hating on Maki even at this point. That's crazy. But since it's Yuta's request, I'll help you. Say, I accept. And you think you can win like that? Serugi on his, he died on his deathbed going, basically as he's saying this, foolish question. Yo, tell him he don't know what you do. Anyway, I accept. And now Maru looking shocked at what's coming at him. And it's just, you just seeing the silhouette, I'm assuming, of Rika and just cursed energy booming off the side of this building as they coming towards him. Anyway, cursed energy? This can't be true. Who are you? And then he actually says it out loud. Who are you? Why do they have to put that twice? Anyway, and then the next panel is just a fist in his face, like this close to his face. I love when they do this, yeah, but anyway. And the next panel, boom, he's just going through the building that's right there. And yo, this is fire. Oh, what? And who are you supposed to be? So did Rika and Serugi kind of combine together? That's fire. That's fire, bro. I appreciate you helping, but don't talk so freely. What? Jeez, how cheeky. I'll tell Yuta in heaven. That's crazy. I'll tell Yuta in heaven. It's kind of crazy, no? Are you even the type who gets to go to heaven? You're seriously pissing me off. And it's kind of funny because they're kind of talking back and forth as this is going on. This is the end of the chapter. Woo, boy. I wasn't expecting this to be a full Serugi versus Maru chapter, but I'm not mad at it. I kind of like when stories just kind of focus in on one part of what's currently going on, giving it the love that it deserves, which they definitely did with this chapter right here, boy. I didn't think it was really gonna do that. I really thought it was gonna be kind of back and forth. Half the chapter maybe it was gonna be this, half the chapter was gonna be about Yuka and Dabura. But man, this threw me for a loop a little bit. I can't lie, because I thought that they was gonna stop fighting, and then he was gonna bring the ring back to Yuka because he wants to give the ring back to Yuka, etc., etc. But now it's looking like I don't know, like I don't know. He looking kind of fired, like doing the merge with Rika. So now I'm like, is he really gonna give the ring back to Yuka now? But anyway, I still kind of think that at the end of the day, Maru and Serugi both really just kind of care about their siblings and want them to be able to keep on living and surviving, and just to have their people have the peace of mind to be able to just live and whatnot. They're not even really fighting over anything for real right now. So I think at the end of the day, they're gonna keep fighting like this for another chapter or so, and then they're gonna stop, and then they're gonna go to where Yuka and Dab are at. I still definitely wholeheartedly believe that. Let me know your thoughts on this. I got 4 people watching it right now. Shout out to all 4 of y'all. And subscribe for more content like this. Like the video, please, if you've been watching up to this point. And yeah, until my next one. Peace out.